Well, it's another day, it's another technique video day, and on this one, let's talk about the best way that I found to shift. But before we get into that, I actually created a Patreon, so if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, I'll link down below. I've got several tiers to choose from, including lessons, for 1 hour, half hour. I've also got some live stream things that I'm going to be doing for my Patreon. So if you're interested, again, link down below, check it out, and thank you so much for donating. So I found that there's pretty much 3 steps that you need to take in order to create the perfect shift, so the notes can be as smooth as possible, so you're not cutting any notes off too short. So step number 1, move your fingers as close together as possible, so the distance from the shift is going to be as small as possible. Now sometimes you're going to be shifting maybe to a note that's going to be the next fret over, or you're going to be shifting to something that's on from maybe the 1st position to 12th position. Obviously those things are going to matter, but it's going to be easier whenever you eliminate the distance to as short as possible. In the example that I have playing, I'm shifting from finger 3, and then I'm shifting to the next fret for finger 1 and 3. Now if you notice, my 1st finger is getting really close to the 3rd finger before I shift. So for step number 2 is using your elbow. So if you're going to be shifting to a high note, you want to put your elbow inwards, or if you're going to be shifting to a lower note, then you move your elbow outwards. So this is going to help initiate the shift, because so wherever your elbow goes, it just makes it easier for your hand to follow. Now in this video, I kind of exaggerated a little bit and moved my elbow inwards and outwards a little more than necessary, just kind of for demonstration purposes, but it really just takes a small amount of elbow movement in order to activate the shift. And third one, of course, is shifting. Now you want to move extremely fast whenever you're shifting from one note to the next to have as the smallest gap as possible. So you want all these notes to sound legato. So moving your fingers quickly will help you have a smooth shift. It might be a little weird to think about all these things whenever you're shifting, but once you get it down really well, it becomes really easy and really fluid. Well, that's it for me. If you like this video, subscribe if you aren't already. Again, I'll put the link in the description for my Patreon. Thank you so much for checking it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. My hair is so long. I need a haircut. Well, that's it for me. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you aren't already. I'll have the link to the Patreon down below, and I just hit my face on the microphone.